What's up, people? Today we're going to be talking about child predators. I'm gonna get right into it because I've been chilling for a couple of days with me trying to do everything and trying to work speaker better. I don't own writers to that music you heard in the background, but I will say today, speaker is going so well, and I like this. If you all are trying to do something positive like myself, make sure you try to do speaker and get into speaker because I think it's a good platform for some people that's trying to build their craft. Now, because I don't have long on speaker. Who was this? Okay, we're talking about child predators. I've said this in so many of my videos to you all that you have to understand that when you're living in a community or you're living somewhere where it's have a bunch of buildings or houses or it's a quiet community, hear me out. And I hate to even bring up this because I did a video about this prior. You have to start giving your kids survival techniques because we are living in the world today where there are so many abductions. There are so many children that are getting missing. I don't know how many times I have made these videos, but I've made a few, and a few of them, everybody read, y'all pretty much knew how I broke it down. Like I said, I'm not the smartest in the world. I'm not getting up on here trying to be better than nobody. But what I'm saying to you is we have to start protecting our babies. If you're looking at that picture that I posted up on there, I don't own rights to that picture. I actually took that picture and I was just trying to make an example about predators. Predators can come in all shapes and forms and sizes. That's just a picture I put up on speaker. But mind you, they can, like I said, they can come in. That's a picture of a person who I actually got that off of Zedge. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but that's like a wallpaper. But listen to me, hear me out. Predators are all over. You know, when you start moving into these neighborhoods, whether it's a middle class, whether you live in a hood, upper class, always do your research on these places. Always, do as much as you can. Because I'm going to tell you something. 9 times out of 10, there can be a child molester on your block and you don't know it. Not to say it's just the men. It can be women as well. Because women are just as crazy as the men. It can be a group of people. You can even have a child predator next door to you and you don't even know it. They're seeing your children walking day by day to school, or you walking and will do something to your child, and the children can get missing. We as parents, we need to start protecting our babies because the thing of it is they're out here. There are some sick people out here. You hear it on the news, and you just got to pray and hope that nothing happened to your kids. And it's fucked up because a lot of times children will sometimes just vanish, And the thing that I hate from certain states, that they will allow a person who already been on the sex offenders list, will actually make them put a sign in the door saying, "Oh, a sex offender lives here." I mean, like, that's another situation. But let's go back to child predators. So these niggas, motherfuckers living next door to you and don't even know it. And you're wondering why most of the time some of these children are going missing, because it's really happening in our own backyards. It can happen anywhere. You know, you just have to keep your children guarded and have to give them survival techniques. That's why it's so important for you, fam, to really give your children cell phones so they can be able to keep in contact with you. Because sometimes there's so much that goes on. We have kids, we have to protect them. You got social media out here. I mean, predators are everywhere. They can even be on social media. They can lure children. I mean, it's just so sick. We must protect these children, man. And to tell these kids not to lose their cell phones, keep in contact, make sure they fine, give the other parents the number, because it's really fucked up. It's too much going on out here. And as family, we must protect each other. Because most of the time when I don't know, because I've never been in that situation, but I can just imagine most of the times when a child do come back home from being adopted, you really have to, you see the news, you really have to get those kids therapy and help, because they just explain to you on how they got abducted. If you don't remember that little young girl many, many, many years ago, Elizabeth Smart said she was captured and had them find a way to know to escape her child abductors. And she tried to get away as fast as she could. Just tragic, man. It's just sick how things like that can occur. And you don't know, it's some satanic ass people out here, some evil motherfuckers that will want to hurt kids. And that is not normal, man. I don't give a fuck I don't give a fuck what you say and what you do. Hurting a child is the worst thing you can do. It just don't make sense. I mean, we as parents have to be, if you got kids, cousins, uncles, aunts, protect those babies. Let them know that it be some sick people in this world and we must protect them. Because at the end of the day, you never know. Somebody in the neighborhood can be lurking at your children, niece or nephew. It's child predators in this world. And like I said, at the end of the day, man, teach these kids survival techniques. And now there's a lot of perverts out here. There's a lot of rapists out here. It's a lot of wickedness that's going on out here. And man, you got to be prepared for these devils. Because these devils is coming at our kids. And we need to protect our babies. And not only that, when you're moving in these neighborhoods, you need to look at the way to ask around, is there any anybody from sex offenders on these lists? Whether it's in the middle class, whether it's in the hood. Like I said in the beginning, and the majority of the time, when that is in the quiet neighborhoods, I notice stuff normally happens in mostly all the middle classes and in the upper classes. I never understood that. Why does the abductions happen and child predators happen? Because they figure those suburban areas probably are quiet. But either way, it's just so fucked up, man. It's so fucked up. I remember growing up as a kid, my mother used to always say, when the lights are getting ready to cut off in the street, you bring your ass in the house. Yeah. She used to always say that. And I used to always tell my mom I gotta do what's best. And she used to be like, yeah, but you gotta bring your ass in the house when those lights cut off. And we would have to come in at a certain time. I'm older than all my siblings, so I was born at those days, back in those days when it was time for me to go in the house and it was dark out, getting dark out, because she knew that it was some sick shit in the world. But for those of you who have kids, you just got to watch. Make sure if you're moving into these neighborhoods, you find out, do you some research and find out how many predators or how many, it should be a list of how many sex offenders that was in your neighborhood. And don't just be moving in these neighborhoods because you say, oh, it's a nice neighborhood, it's so pretty and the community is nice. Well, shit, that's the beauty of it. That's the bad part of it. Because shit, they could lure a child without the community even knowing it. So I mean, come on now. That is not normal. Or even if you're in the hood, they'll still do it. They'll figure, oh, it's the hood. You know, the child will come back. No. But in most cases, if it's the hood, 9 times out of 10, the child will find their way back or not at all. It goes both ways. So I don't have that long on speaker. I just wanted to come to you people and tell y'all that we have to protect these babies, man. You never know if a child predator is living in your community. You can't tell. The best thing you need to do is hold your kids tight. Make sure they have survival. Even if they're older children, they must have survival techniques, babies and all. Guide your babies and hold your babies because there's some sick people in this goddamn world. And it's getting sicker. It's just some fucked up ass shit. And it's some wicked people. There's a lot of evildoers out here, man. And the Lord is going to make the wicked go away eventually. So just know, man, if your child say they see a strange woman or man, make sure they don't even walk past that person. And make sure they come to you and say, Mommy or Daddy, this strange person came up to me. Then that let you know right then and there you got to be on your P's and Q's because you don't want your child to get caught up or get tooken. There's some sick motherfuckers out here. You know, and they'll be quick to lure a goddamn child. You got to always protect your kids. Make sure they straight. Make sure they good. Because, man, it is some sick motherfuckers out here who try to kidnap these babies. Our babies. And we as parents have to do what we have to do to protect our kids and protect our children. You know? So today's topic is called child predators. I mean, the sad part about it is, man, if you're moving into these new neighborhoods or trying to move and get yourself together, or if you want to move away from the hood or move into a nice neighborhood or whatever, or you just want to move, period. Make sure you do your research on all these areas because you don't know, you could be living next to a child predator. Like I said, and in most cases, the person can be in your backyard, man. You just never know, man. I hope this message is getting to some of you because I like to come and do a lot of these positive videos to get y'all out there to be informed, to know what's going on in today's society. I know you heard many of YouTube videos, but I try to just put it out there as possible considering I'm so busy with my own family. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to do some more videos, and I got a lot of stuff that I want to put out there. And I'm pretty much doing my schooling, and I got a whole rack of stuff to do because this year is going to be a little busy, but I'll still be able to come back to do the YouTube videos and do speaker. So one love, fam, and be safe, be careful, and protect these kids. Love y'all. Oh, I'm still on? Oh, okay. All right. Just make sure you guys check out more of my videos and make sure you subscribe to my channel. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.